In April, you told Congress that a culture that defers to fraud is what drives higher state spending and eventually higher taxes, which of course we see here in Maine. Can you walk me through what that culture looks like from the inside before anything gets caught?
Well, effectively, it's some of the pieces that we were mentioning before. So someone may see something that looks obviously like fraud. And what that would look like is there's a payment that goes out to a new vendor in the system. So again, to walk people through how this works inside state government, you sign up to be a contractor with state government. There's what's called a procurement process. Basically, you got to be selected to be a vendor for something within state government. We'll call it paper or pens for the offices.
Sure.
So there's a contract that has a regular payment that goes out each month. Again, for easy math, we'll call it $5,000.
So $5,000 for paper. That's what we're doing.
$5,000 for paper.
Right.
That's what we're doing. That goes out every month. Someone signs off on it every month. Well, around month 7, all of a sudden it goes up to $5,500. An extra $500 tacked on there. Now, what you should do is say, that's a different number. That seems a little bit different to me than what I typically sign off on. But what usually happens is someone will say, what do I know? I'm not at that level. I'm not in charge. I'm not responsible. I'll just keep signing off. And so then it's $5,500 for a few months. Then it's $7,000. Then it's $10,000. Then there's 2 payments in a month to 2 different places, both for $7,000 or for $10,000. And then these things start to add up. But again, nobody actually stops it because they say, well, what's $500 here or there? What's a couple grand here or there? Again, it's government money. It belongs to me. It just goes out, however, versus having a stewardship mentality where this was your own home budget and you looked at your credit card bill, you looked at your bank statement and you saw $500 extra spending. You didn't know where it went. You probably try to figure it out. So that's a simple example, but it happens so often with something like a state health care plan, where you may have an extra $10 million that's paid out twice in insurance payments that shouldn't have gone out. But nobody's watching and nobody's paying attention to it. So instead, what comes around to the next budget is some legislator gets up and says, we were in a deficit of $20 million last year. We need to invest in healthcare. We need to invest. This is the word that politicians use when they want to spend more of your money. We need to invest in this or that. But what it means is you're increasing taxes. And because of that, you're paying for the fraud that nobody caught. So this is how it can become, again, institutionalized. This is how it grows because it starts little by little with something easy that could be caught by somebody just paying attention. And it turns into a large industry where people get millions as a result.